Okay, so Ghana, Mali, and Songhai, picking back up there, we're talking about kingdoms that are south of the Sahara but along the Niger River. So this is that trans-Saharan trade route that we were talking about in our previous section on trade routes, so across the Sahara. And they're going to have the gold salt trade in this region. So we're going to start with Ghana. Ghana is located in central Western Africa. It is kind of north of the Niger River, but south of the Sahara Desert. You can see it right here. So north of the Niger River, south of the Sahara Desert. So they are going to trade gold and salt. The region lacked salt. Salt was necessary for preserving food. They really considered it essential to their life. So basically,
Ms. White, please contact the front office. Ms. White, please contact Ms. Harrell in the front office.
Again, please disregard the announcements. This region lacks salt, so they really considered it kind of essential to their life. To them, salt was really as valuable as gold because they needed it to preserve their food. And they didn't have salt, but they had gold. They had gold from this region at the Niger River and the Senegal rivers. And so they start to establish this trans-Saharan trade route from northern Africa to sub-Saharan Africa. And sub-Saharan just means south of the Sahara. So not only did they end up trading gold and salt, but what happens is through trade, they end up learning about a new religion and adopting it. The religion is called Islam, and it spreads from northern Africa into sub-Saharan Africa. But what happens is it's really only the people that are trading the gold that actually end up converting. So you have your upper class people and your kings that convert, and everyone else is going to stay with their polytheistic religion, which is called animism. So animism is another religion you have to know. It means spirits that live in plants and animals. It's observed by the lower class people. So in all three kingdoms, Ghana, Mali, and Songhai, upper class people practice Islam, lower class people practice animism, which is a polytheistic religion. The kingdom of Ghana is going to end up declining right around 1000 AD. It'll have a disruption of the gold salt trade, and Mali is a kingdom that will emerge that'll become the new controller of the gold salt trade. And so you can see it on the map here. It's south of the Sahara Desert, but on both sides of the Niger River. With the gold salt trade, Mali really built their wealth off of the gold. They're going to find new deposits of gold to the east, so they'll shift all their trade routes to the east, and they'll really be the ones that'll gain the most wealth from this gold salt trade. And the person that's most well known from the kingdom is Mansa Musa. They called their kings the Mansa. He'll rule from 1312 to 1332. He was a skilled military ruler. He divided the empire into provinces, and he was going to practice Islam, and probably is most well known for actually participating in the Hajj. And when he makes this pilgrimage to Mecca, along the way, he's going to trade gold for all these different souvenirs from all these different places. So he spreads gold all the way from Mali to Mecca as he goes on the Hajj. He really controlled the salt trade here in Mali, divided the empire up into all these different provinces, and appointed governors. Under him, Timbuktu becomes a really important city. It becomes the center of learning and trade. They're going to have all these different religious scholars and cultural leaders and medical leaders that'll study in Timbuktu. After Mansa Musa, there's going to be some weak rulers, and so you end up having a decline, and trade routes shift eastwards towards the kingdom of Songhai, which will emerge as the new power. It'll be the largest of the three. It's south of the Sahara Desert, but on both sides of the Niger River, and it goes the furthest east along the Niger River. They also use the gold salt trade. It's going to continue for them across the Sahara, so they'll continue to use the gold salt trade. They'll continue to practice Islam, just like the other two, with the lower class people practicing animism, and their major city will be Timbuktu.